Ask 10 different people how they like their coffee and you're going to get 10 different answers. Do you like yours black? Or are you a cream and sugar type of person? But when you order or make something as specific as Vietnamese coffee, a Vietnamese American woman in Dallas says the way you make it matters because of the cultural significance tied to the drink. Not all Vietnamese coffees are created equal.
Yeah, so this is a coffee I ordered.
Melody says she found that out the hard way when she ordered Vietnamese coffee from Toasted Coffee and Kitchen in Dallas. She questioned the authenticity of the cafe's version when she says the taste threw her off. She asked an employee how the coffee was made, and she says she was told it was just cold brew coffee mixed with condensed milk, not made the traditional way. So I asked her to show me how to make what she calls traditional Vietnamamese coffee.
So we're just gonna do 3 tablespoons.
Making Vietnamese coffee is how Melody Vo remembers her time as a little girl. She is a first-generation immigrant born in Fort Worth. Her parents moved from Vietnam to Texas before Melody was born. She says since she was 8 years old, her parents trusted her with making them a cup of Vietnamese coffee every morning. It's a drink that holds a special kind of power that links people together, at least in Melody's experience.
And it was so funny going to college and connecting with other Vietnamese Americans because I grew up in a town where there wasn't a lot of diversity, and them also sharing their stories of their childhood and making Vietnamese coffees with their parents too.
The difference with Vietnamese coffee is not just the taste, but traditionally it's brewed in a thin filter.
You're gonna pour just a little bit more water on it.
Melody says you start by pouring steaming hot water in a thin filter with ground dark roasted Vietnamese coffee beans. A fresh brew will slowly drip through the filter into a cup with a layer of sweetened condensed milk at the bottom. How much condensed milk is your choice. The more milk, the sweeter your coffee. After the last drop falls from the filter, you stir the brew and condensed milk together. She's adding ice today for a chilled version, but it's a drink that can be served hot too.
It's such a refreshing way to start the morning.
Now, let's get back to the issue.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone there expecting a real Vietnamese coffee, but if you're a business that you're borrowing cultures from a different country, I think that you should educate yourself on those cultures. Personally, I would never slap some meat into a slice of white bread and sell it and advertise it as a taco.
She posted about her experience at the coffee shop on social media to start a conversation about preserving the culture that's connected to the coffee.
With the rise of anti-Asian hate and more people speaking up, what I've personally heard from the community is people are scared to speak up because in Asian culture, it's so normalized to be silent.
Melody says she thought she would be able to have a healthy conversation with the coffee shop workers or the owner, but that did not happen. When she shared her thoughts, she was shut down. Screenshots between her and a person behind the coffee shop's Instagram page read, "Our Vietnamese coffee is standard and even made this way in Vietnam." Melody isn't the only one with complaints. One online Google review for Toasted reads, "They're lying to everyone about serving Vietnamese coffee when it's just cold brew." And Vietnamese coffee is not made with cold brew. I'm a little offended for my Vietnamese friends. Toasted is still serving the cold brew version of the coffee. I reached out to the owner, Bob Sinat, who declined an interview about his step-by-step process for his style of Vietnamese coffee. The only response I received was an email from him saying no one from Toasted has disparaged Melody and that he is considering different recipes for his version of Vietnamese coffee.